Woo! We live. What up? It's your folks, Yelmy Kato, back again for the first time. Well, technically for the first time live. We're doing a live version of W's and L's. Well, it's W or L's. So I did a version of this on the channel a little while back. I did it for the Switch too. And I was like, man, you know what? I kind of want to do it, on a regular basis. I want this to be a normal series that I do on the channel. And I think this will be a perfect time to do it with these expansion packs. So, how this is going to work, I'm literally going to go through the whole card list. I'm going to go through everything and between every little set of Pokemon. So if it's like a stage line of evolutions, we're going to give it a W or L. If it's a new, just trainer card by itself, we'll give that a W or L. We'll tally it all up, and at the end of the day, we'll have our answer. If we have a W, or is Celestial Guardians W or L? Is it good or is it bad? Is it nice or is it shit? Which one will it be? We do not know yet. You probably know, because I'm sure if you've been playing, you probably got all this stuff. I haven't seen anything. I stayed spoilers free. It came out last night, and I wanted to jump on it so bad, but I was like, no. I gotta do it with you guys. So, if you like it, then like it and subscribe for more. So, like I said, we're gonna go through every card. We're gonna go through every single card, but first, let's do it a little more fun. Let's start by opening some packs, baby. You know I gotta open some packs, bro. I gotta scratch the itch, bro. Woo! We got stuff here. Oh, now the question is, who do we start with first? I don't know who's in this. I don't know. Oh my God, I see the Rockruff skin back here. Oh my God, it looks so cute. Okay, hold on. Let's start with Solgaleo. I like Solgaleo. I think I chose Solgaleo, or I did Pokemon Sun when I played through this series itself in Gen 7. So Solgaleo is a nice place to start. Let's go ahead and open one pack for that. We'll also be adding, to the list now. So we're gonna add the 10-pack challenge to the list now. I had an idea about the 10-pack challenge, but we'll get to that later. For now, let's look and see what we got. All right, so we got the Alolan Geodude, Knuckle Punch 40. Oh my God, that's a lot. Well, it's 2 energy. Mudsdale, interesting, high horsepower, 140 damage, and it does 40 damage to itself. Bro, that is just like Rampardos, but better? I think that's better. I think that's a better Rampardos. Growlithe, we got Combustion, we got Helioptile is coming back, and the Lysopod. Okay, first impression, plus 60 damage. If this Pokemon move from your bench to the active spot this turn, this attack does 60 more damage. So it's literally first impression. The first time you hit a mon from coming off the bench, oh, this would be sick in the Truant challenge. A Glisopod deck. Chat. Glisopod deck. We gotta go ahead and think of that, but when we do that challenge, that might be what we have to look into. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and open a Lunala one now. Oh my God, I love opening packs, bro. I love opening packs for a new set and just seeing what all the different mons are, bro. There's so many different things that I wanna. Okay, we'll go. Oh no, I didn't mean to open another Solgaleo. It's okay. I got three ones that I could do, and then we'll start opening packs up there. Let's go ahead and pop this boy open. Growlithe. Lana. Okay. You can use this card only if you have an Araquanid in play. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. We saw this one in the trailer, so that's pretty cool. We'll have to see what does, Araquanid. We got Alolan Sandshrew, we got Sandygast, and we got Excadrill. Alright, we got a little XD buddy. Oh my God, 50 damage. Well, again, it's a stage 2 or a stage 1 evolution. It is what it is though. Let's go move these out the way. Skip. Alright, now this time I'm going to pick Lunala. Let's back out and let's go for Lunala now. Thank you. I don't know, I only got 3. I haven't opened the app in a little bit, or since we last played yesterday. Did I open packs yesterday? Chat, y'all remember me opening packs yesterday? I don't remember that. Let's open this bad boy up. Ooh, y'all saw that? Oh, no, we got something special. We got Picky Pack, actual Picky Pack. We got Timber. We got, double Picky Pack. Oh my God, that art is so good. Oh, that art is so good. Chat, look at that. Ooh. Little birdie boys just hanging out. Oh my God, I love that art so much. Oh my God, it makes me think of like going to an island, a tropical island, just to relax. I guess that's the whole point. It's Alola. Hello, Kato. But Nightbind. During your opponent's next turn, they can't take any of the... What? Hold on, time out. What? During your opponent's next turn, they can't take any energy from their energy zone and attach it to their active Pokemon? Yo, that's kind of crazy. Yo, actually, we might have to check out a Banette deck. A no energy Banette deck. And Scavalier Pike. This attack also does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So it's kind of like Empoleon, but I was gonna say worse, but I guess it's only a stage 1 evolution. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, chat. Only a stage 1 evolution. Interesting. We got some interesting mons this set. We got some real interesting mons this set. Also, let me make sure you guys can hear me and I'm not just screaming over everything. So that way I'm not doing anything crazy while the chat is going. Hold on. Stop. Okay, hold on, chat. Hold on. I just want to make sure it's not too loud. Oh yeah. Ooh. Okay. I was like, should I turn the music down? Okay, I turned it down just a little bit. I felt like it was a little too loud. And I kind of felt like that throughout the whole time. I kind of was like, man, am I yelling over the music? I didn't want to be yelling over the music. So I did turn it down a little bit. Maybe I'll turn it up just a tad bit, like 25. Boom. I want it to still be going. Y'all just need to hear me. All right. So now that we got that all taken care of, let's go look at some actual packs. Let's go open packs of 10. We're here in front of Lunala. We haven't had a real chance to look at that yet, so let's go ahead and start with 10 packs from Lunala. And we go ahead, open these bad boys up. Oh, I forgot we had another 12 packs, but 12 hourglasses. So we could have technically opened up another pack. But let's go ahead and stop playing around. It's time to open some packs, baby. Let's go ahead and see. Boom. What we got? Bruxish. Okay. Bruxish, this version of Bruxish seems like it's way worse than the other Bruxish. It is what it is. Electro Smash Togedemaru. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. Oh my God. So it has a chance to hit harder than what's his name? Farfetch. That's pretty cool. Oh my God. Big old buff boy. Conkeldurr. Why can I not pronounce Conkeldurr's name? With guts. If this Pokemon would be knocked out by damage from an attack, flip a coin. If heads, this Pokemon is not knocked out and its remaining HP becomes 10. How is this guts? This should be sturdy. How is that guts? That's definitely a sturdy. That, you know what I mean? That definitely reminds me of sturdy. Frog, what up, baby? What up, baby? And we got Makuhita, Slap Push, and Rare Candy. We got a Rare Candy. This is definitely gonna be a game changer when it comes to the decks. When we come to build decks and everything like that, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be playing around Rare Candy. This is one of those things where it's like, it's gonna be meta, but it's gonna be impossible not to play. What the fuck? Big Malasalda. Heal 10 damage and remove a random special condition from your active Pokemon. Okay. A random one. I guess you can put more than one on a Pokemon, so that's pretty cool. Lunatone, Moon Press. Oh my god, if you got pressed with the moon, that should be way more than 50 damage. If a moon presses you, oh my god. Have this played this game in a good while, bro. Pokemon Pocket is where it's at, bro. Pokemon Pocket, and now that they got ranked too, oh my god, Pokemon Pocket is where it's at, man. You got to. Karrablast, we got the 10. Stuffle, little Stuffle. Oh, that art is so cute. That art is so cute. Oh my god, that Lapras art go crazy. Oh my god, with Surf, okay. I see you, Lapras. Hold on, let me take a sip of my coffee before we go to the next one. Shiinotic, Flickering Light. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon can't attack during your opponent's next turn. Mimikyu. Shadow Hit. I didn't even like react to the Shiinotic. Yeah, I mean, it was cool. We'll go over everything a little bit deeper. This is just first reactions. We're gonna go through each and every card a little bit later in a second. Mimikyu. This attack also does 20 damage to one of your Pokemon. I was hoping Mimikyu would get one, or we would get a card for Mimikyu. Of course we would. I mean, I think we're gonna get every Gen 7 Mon. I want to make a Mimikyu that I love Mimikyu. I love that card. I mean, I love that Mon. Also does 20 damage, so it's almost again like Empoleon, but it's a basic. So that's actually pretty cool. Interesting. Did they finally add trading in the fucking trading card game? They did add trading. Is it great? No, but it should get better next year or something. They changed it up. It was bad when on release, and then they changed it up. It should be getting better. I don't know how much better it's gonna get though. Yeah, what else we got? Drillbur, we got the Drillbur, and Cubone. Look at the little Cubone with this art. Oh my god, I love the green shading in the background there. Oh my god, just beat you to death with a club. Oh my god, and the Lapras looks so good. Helioptile, Drillbur, Charjabug. Okay, so we're gonna get Vikavolt and all of that. Of course, we get Heliolisk, and it still is colorless energy, so that's kind of cool. We stick with that. And we got Arcanine, Firemane. All right, we got regular old Arcanine now. Again, this brushless looks worse. Okay, Acerola. Choose one Pylosand or Mimikyu that has damage on it and moves 40 of its damage to your active Pokemon or your opponent's active Pokemon. This kind of is cool. I want to see what we can do with maybe an Acerola Mimikyu deck. That might be interesting. Rowlet with Skill Dive. This attack does 10 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon, so you can choose one at random. And Execute, look at these boys on the beach, relaxing. Look at them, they look like anime, like an anime school group together. They all got like different personalities. Oh no, these look like an anime school bullies. You know what I'm talking about? Type like. Oh my god, Absol. Yeah, Unseen Claw. If your opponent's active Pokemon is affected by a special condition, this attack does 60 more damage. Something I'm noticing, a trend I'm noticing with this set. Professor Kato's in his mind right now. I noticed there's a lot of stuff about special conditions. I noticed that they are trying to push special conditions a little bit more, so Lumberry might have a little more use nowadays. Keep that in mind, chat. Keep that in mind. All right. Ooh, Litten is lit, baby. Ooh, what we got back there? We got Litten with Scratch, Togedemaru, Cosmoem. Hey. Oh, I forgot. Lunala and Solgaleo need to evolve, don't they? From Cosmo. So even if we get one of them, they're gonna have to evolve. Siphon. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes minus 50 damage from attack. That's pretty hardcore. That's pretty strong. Side Charge. Spoink. Take a psychic energy from your energy zone and attach it to this Pokemon. Interesting. So you charge it up. I wonder what grit. Whoa, Passimian EX. Me monkey. I completely just whatever about that guy. Let's see. Passimian EX. Offload Pass. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, move all fighting energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. Yo, wait, this is kind of sick because you can go ahead, get this all set up, have it start dropping damage with Seismic Toss, and when it dies, you go ahead and power up something in the back, but you're gonna lose 2 prestige points. So whatever you power up in the back has to be some gas. You know what I mean? It's gotta be good. If it's not good, then this ain't worth running. But interesting card, potential to be non-meta, you know, powerhouse over here. What else we got? We got another Spoink. Oh my God, that looked like something sick back there. A Alolan Dugtrio. Yo, the hair is killing me. I love it. Iron Head. Flip a coin until you get heads. This attack does 70 damage for each head, or until you get tails. It's like, what's the name? But it's better, I think. Oh, it's like Wormadam, but better. Oh my God, it's Sableye, our boy. Corner. So yeah, this can't stops a Pokemon from retreating. Cool. We got Rowlet, and what else do we get? Oh, big old Acerola. That's what I'm talking. I'm calling her Acerola. I don't think that's how you pronounce her name at all. Oh my God, do you see how the color just changed? Oh, we might have something. Wishy-Washy, call for family. Put a random Wishy-Washy or Wishy-Washy EX from your deck onto your bench. Interesting. It's like Lickitung. Oh yeah, I guess so. I can see that. I guess Lickitung was like that too. Yeah. You're right. Trubbish. We got 20 damage there. Dartrix, we get a Dartrix there. We get Litten. And what do we get? Oh, we were just talking about it. Wishy-Washy EX. Interesting. School Storm. This attack does 40 more damage for each of your bench Wishy-Washy and Wishy-Washy EX. Interesting. So I guess that's up to 150 damage with Wishy-Washy EX. We might run a Wishy-Washy deck, chat. We might have to do. Acerola is not big or old for that matter. Look, okay, don't hit me with the semantics. I know what I meant, okay? You know what I meant, Acerola. That's big homie right there. Yeah, big homie Acerola. Now it's stuck, bro. Alolan Grimer, Sludge Toss, Toucannon. We got Toucannon, big old Toucannon, with Drill Peck for 1 energy? I guess it is a stage 2, but still. Skitty, little Skitty action. One of my sister. Oh, shout out to my sister. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, little sister. Yeah, Skitty over here. Yo, hey, yo, Pokemon, yo! What up? That's my boy, Joe, baby. What's happening, baby? Man, Skitty, we got a little Skitty. Oh, yeah, shout out to my sister. This was one of her favorite Pokemon growing up, bro. And it's her birthday today, so happy birthday to her. We got the Litten again. Oh, the Tapus are in here. So we got Tapu Fini. Heal 20 damage from this Pokemon. 20 damage from the Pokemon name. I mean, that's bad, right, chat? I mean, that's pretty bad. I mean, 3 energy for 60 damage, and you heal 20. I mean, Lapras does more, right? Lapras on its own does 80 damage, and I think it heals for 20. And I think it's only 3 energy. That's kind of rough. Salazzle, Heated Poison. Did they finally do Salazzle good? Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned and burned. Jeez. Oh my God. Be right back. Come on back when you come on back, Frog. Love you. Oh my God, dude. That's gonna be a banger. That might be the new fire for Spicy Water Dragon deck. Primarina. We get a little Primarina action. Melodious Healing. So maybe we didn't get Primarina. We must have got Decidueye. We must have got Decidueye EX. Or maybe they got all of them. I don't know. Once during your turn, you may heal 30 damage from each of your water Pokemon. So yeah, we got that. That's actually not too bad. That's not too bad. It's alright. We got Stampede from Morlul. We got Picky Peck here and Alolan Raticate. Look at this chunky boy here. Scrounge and Scarf. That name is crazy. That title is crazy. Discard a random item card from your opponent's hand? Interesting. How often are you gonna have item cards in your hand? Well, I guess I'm thinking of tools. It could be any item card. That's actually interesting. That might be an interesting setup. We might have to check that out. But that says item. That doesn't say trainer. I don't know. We'll have to look and see. We'll have to test that out a little bit. But that was cool. That was cool. That was Lunala. That was 10 packs with Lunala. Now let's go 10 packs with Solgaleo, bro. Gotta do 10 packs with Solgaleo. We'll probably open up 2 packs of each, or 2 sets of 10 for each, and then we'll go through all the cards, and we'll do our W's and L's, and then we'll maybe probably try to make a deck or something like that. But I mean, we're gonna be doing this all week, baby. Hey, yo, that's a fire card, bro. There's a bunch of them in here, bro. Some of these are raw. Oh my God. All right, let's go back. Let's look at Solgaleo, big lion boy. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and grab some of these. All right, pop this bad boys open. What we got here? Dewpider. Okay, I forgot. We're gonna probably see a bunch of stuff that we haven't seen already because this is a completely different. It's been a while since we have an expansion with 2 different. I guess it's not been that long because that was what. Maybe it has been that long. I can't even remember. Dewpider, hook, does 30 damage. Wimpod, okay, for our Golisopod. During your first turn, this Pokemon has no retreat cost. I love how they did Wimp Out. Wimp Out actually seems like it's pretty good in this. Lily, okay, there's the regular card Lily. Heal 60 damage from one of your stage 2 Pokemon. We heard about this, we saw this. I don't know how good this is gonna actually be, but with this rare candy meta that I'm sure is gonna be coming up pretty soon, this might actually see some play. So let's check that out. We'll have to do some experimentation with that. Helioptile, we get Helioptile again, and Lurantis. This attack does 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. All right, Petal Blizzard, not too bad, not too bad. It is what it is. Carablast, Alolan Meowth. Okay, so that's the Alolan Meowth. Delcatty, we just saw Skitty earlier. Bro, the only time it's cool to Wimp Out, literally. Normally Wimp Out 2 in the games, it is terrible. But yeah, like, man, when he evolves though, he definitely mans up though. He definitely mans up compared to little baby form. Wimp Out, I mean, man, if it's that character though, I mean, if it's that Mondo, he's a little punk ass. Delcatty, we got Energy Assist. Take an energy, hold on, timeout. This looks like it's gonna be crazy. Take an energy from your energy zone and attach it to one of your bench Pokemon. Oh, does that say take a colorless energy? How the hell are you gonna do a colorless energy? What does that even mean? What does that entail? Can you use that for anything? Can you just use colorless energy for anything? That'd be kind of crazy. This might just be a powerful, just power up anything kind of card. Yo, okay. Definitely experiment with that one. We got a little Rockruff. What up, buddy? And we got Mudsdale again. All right, Trubbish, Piggyback. We're starting to get to a point where we done seen almost everything. Alolan Diglett, Alolan Persian. Look at this fat cat. Fur coat. He does get his fur coat, and he does Claw Slash. It's all right. Oh my God! Look at big old Berserk Drampa here. Whoa, Berserk. If any of your bench Pokemon have damage on them, this attack does 50 more damage. Yo, and it's just colorless, and it's a dragon. We might actually have a playable dragon, chat. We actually have a playable dragon, and that is so cool. Yo, Drampa might have something coming soon. I might have to make a Drampa deck, because that art is sick. That art is so good. Alolan Geodude, Alolan Dugtrio, Alolan Sandslash, let me see, Spike Armor. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon is damaged by attack. Do 40 damage to the attacking Pokemon. Imagine that with Rocky Helmet. Oh my God. Fletchinder, steady fire breathing. And then Mudsdale, steady fire breathing, bird. Sure. We get the Dewpider, we get a Arcanine, we get a Cutie Fly, something is finna be fire. I know, because the color has changed. That's a dope card. Bro, there's so many dope cards in here, bro. What is this dope card that's next? Oh, they got my boy! They got my boy Incineroar! Wait, so they did fire again? They did fire again? Even though they did Infernape, they did Incineroar too? Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all now. This right here is probably my favorite starter of all time. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. I love Incineroar. He's a wrestler. He's a wrestler, bro. He's literally, he got a fire belt, bro. This dude is so sick. Okay, Fire Fang. Hold on. Fire Fang, their opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. Interesting. Seer Charge Smash. If this Pokemon has damage on it, the attack does 60 more damage. So he has a chance to do 140 damage. And he can burn. Bro, literally fire, bro. Literally fire. Oh my God. They got Incineroar. Incineroar EX is in here. Oh, we gotta make that deck, bro. We gotta make that deck. We got Trubbish, Cosmoem, Rockruff, Bounsweet, and we got Cosmoem. Bro, I'm just shocked. I am shooketh. They put Incineroar in. So is Decidueye not in it? Let's keep looking. We got Arcanine, Alolan Sandshrew, Soul Rock. We see the Soul Rock with Solar Beam. Actually, I like this art. I like that art. That's kind of cool. And a little Phantom. And then we got Lily. All right. Oh, we still got more. We got Cosmoem. Oh my God, I am so just hyped about Incineroar. I did not expect that to be as gas as it was. Oh my God, they got Incineroar. I was hoping for it, man, but I didn't think they would actually do it. Hariyama, push out. Switch out one of your opponent's Pokemon to the bench. That could be interesting. It's like, what's his name? That'll knock the dude back, Crap Brawler, or I think that's his name? No. It's a squid. Whatever the squid dude is. Alolan Graveler. Ooh, that art looks kind of sick. Trumbeak. Yungoos. Oh, he's a little smiling boy. Bounsweet, and we got another Hariyama. We got Makuhita, Spoing, Steenie, Piggypack, Dhelmise EX. Okay. Anchor Shot. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. So you keep them there and you lock them in. So this is the first basic mon to lock people down, and it's a grass type. That's pretty cool. I actually kind of like the art and everything like that. Big ass anchor and everything. Big old ghosty boy anchor. That is a sick card. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, we're good. We got 10 of each, 10 of each. Here's what I'm thinking. Should we just go through everything now? Should we go through everything now and then open some more packs? You know what I mean? Let's end it. We'll go through everything, give the W's and L's, and then we open some more packs at the end. Cause dang, bro, time be flying, bro. It's gonna be time to go to work soon. Let's do that. I wanna open more packs, bro. Bro, I'm like addicted to open packs. Y'all got any more of them packs, man? I need some more of them packs, bro. Bro, I swear. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go through everything. The thing is, if I go through everything, it's gonna spoil this stuff. And I don't want spoilers, though. I like opening packs and seeing new stuff. No, we're going for 10 more. Yeah, we'll do 10 more of each. I don't care, bro. We'll do 10 more of each, and then we go through everything. Bro, because, I mean, like I said, I don't want any more spoilers, bro. I don't want any more spoilers. We never know. We might get some. Look, I saw shiny stuff, man. We might about to get some fire, bro. Speaking of fire, steady fire breathing Fletchinder. I can't imagine a bird just steady fire breathing. Oricorio with her dazzling dance that makes people confused. And we got Hariyama. Ooh, we got some gas. Magearna, Silver Cannon. If your opponent's active Pokemon has an ability, this attack does 40 more damage. Interesting. Okay. I like that. I don't know how often Amon's gonna have an ability, but you know what I mean. Mudspray. We got Mudspray here. We got the Tapu Koko. Okay, let me look. Volt Switch. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Now this is infinitely better. I've been wondering if we were ever gonna get Volt Switch mod. This might actually be some gas. This might actually be good in our Skychu deck. But we'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. That was it. Oh, okay. Surskit, quick attack, flip a coin. If this hits, this does 20 more damage. All right, cool. Oh, speaking of Crab Brawler, hey, Crab Brawler. And then that is all of that. We've seen all of that before. Oh, it's getting different again. We got some fire. Oh, Cosmog. Okay, and it has teleport. Okay, so we can swap it out if we get it in the front. That's cool. We got a Trevenant with Claw Slash. Okay, interesting. There's shinies in this? You can get shinies in this? Oh, chat. They're gonna make shinies just a regular thing. Oh, chat. Okay, Mod Choke. Big old Mod Choke. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we got a shiny Mod Choke. Oh, I am shocked. This whole set is blowing me mind, man. Mudspray. We got Lonely Duck Trio. Mallow. What's up, Mallow? Heal all damage from your Shiinotic or Serena. If you do, discard all energy from that Pokemon. Sure. Drumbeak and Komala. Let's see. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, whenever you attack an energy from your energy zone to it, it is now asleep. This might be a horrible card. I think this might be the worst card. Rolling Tackle does 70. Yeah, that's a terrible card. That is a terrible card. Surskit. Rolling Meowth. Carablast. Leaf Cape. The grass Pokemon this card is attached to gets 30 HP. God dang. Okay. It kind of looks like Ogerpon's little thing going on, bro. I like that. And we got Lurentis. Hawlucha. We got Justified Press. If your opponent's active Pokemon is Dark Pokemon, this does 30 more damage. Oh, yeah, because it's justified. You gotta slack your belly when you say Komala. Oh, yeah, like that part, like the wrestler. Come on. Yo, we can make a wrestling deck at this point. That was a Hawlucha back there, bro. Oh, my God. We got Litten again. Okay, so this one is the one that does Heat Tackle. I like that. Another Fletchlinger. And we got a little Poplio. Oh, I love that art. Oh, my God. We got Big Boy Delmise. I guess we're making a Delmise deck at some point. We got a big shiny boy Delmise. I didn't mean to skip past it so quick, but I mean, yeah. Gumshoes, a Lowland Sandshrew. Oh, so this is Grumpig. So all it does is just add some energy and for Zim Headbutt to do 70 damage, I guess. That's kind of eh. You know what I mean? We got Lana. We got another Pikachu. We got so many versions of Pikachu. And I get it. It's the mascot, but I mean, come on, bruh. Oh my God, and I got two of them. Rising Lunge Tauros. Flip a coin. If it's heads, this attack does 50 more damage. 100 damage for a chance at 100 damage for 3 energy is kind of bad. Carablast, Sableye, Rockruff, Carablast, Talonflame. This is what it turns into. We get 2 fire energy and it does 90 damage. It's not bad. It's kind of like a Starmie, but a little worse because it's stage 2. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, so we did all of Solgaleo. Let's do one more set of 10. And then we're going to go ahead and start breaking these cards down. Let's go ahead and start breaking these cards down. Let's do one more set of 10 from Lunala. All right, we can skip all this part. We don't really care. That Passimian, I can't wait to like test that out and like try some different. Ooh, I almost did Solgaleo again. Let's try that again. All right, Lunala. What you got for me, Lunala? Hopefully that's some fire, bro. We got some fire out of that last one. I still can't believe about Incineroar being in the game. Got Togedemaru, Escavalier, Alolan Vulpix. That was the first time we saw that, and I skipped past it. My bad. Ilma. Put one normal colorless Pokemon that has damage on it into your hand. So it's almost like a Budding Expeditioner, but for any normal type. Or colorless. I keep saying normal, but it's colorless. I can't wait, because it seems like colorless got a lot of support in this. We got Salazzle, Rare Candy, so we got 2 Rare Candies now. So we can now officially join the meta. Oricorio, and that's the spicy Ole. Oricorio. I can't fucking talk. Kindle. Discard a random energy from both active Pokemon. Okay. That kind of sucks. Alolan Sandshrew. We got Alolan Togedemaru. Como with electric and fighting energy. Clanging Scales. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes plus 30 damage from attacks. That's kind of rough. On top of being a dragon type with chat, why they do us like this? Why they do us like that? Why they make dragon types so difficult? Heliolisk, Trubbish, Boink, Alolan Executor. Speaking of another dragon type, Tropical Hammer. This is technically a grass type for this one, but yeah, Tropical Hammer. Flip a coin. If tails, this does nothing. I hate those cards, but I think that's gonna be one of the. Well, I'm not even gonna talk about it. We'll talk about it when we get there. Pyukumuku enters out. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is knocked out by attack from your opponent's Pokemon, do 50 damage to the attacking Pokemon. Bro, a lot of these cards are gonna make some of these challenges so nice and so fun, bro. Oh my god. Some of the challenges I got are gonna go well with these cards. I love it. Alright, we got Morlo. We got Cosmog. Look at that. Full art Cosmog. I love that. Look at that, little cute boy. What's happening? Little Jangmo action, little Carablast, and Shiinotic. Oh, we're getting different colors again. We got another Wishy-Washy. They do have Decidueye EX, so they did all of them. Oh my god, look at that art. He looks sick. Bow and arrow archer. That green arrow right there, baby. We got Pierce the Pain. This attack does 100 damage. What? 100 damage? And it's colorless. Hold on, time out. This attack does 100 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon that has damage on it. And then it has Razor Leaf that does 80 damage. So, wait. If I put this in a deck, oh my god, this is such a bench sniper looking deck. Or just like an overall arcing damage kind of deck. Because it's colorless on top of it. So it can kind of go into anything, bro. That's also a dope card with amazing art. I agree. It is a very dope card with amazing art. It is a super dope card with amazing art. Oh my god. So does that mean we got Primarina EX as well? We got Marini, we got Banette, and we got Charjabug. Oh my god. I can't believe it. So they added all of them. I'm assuming. Unless Primarina just got the short end of the stick, that'd be fucked up. We got Bruxish again, Carablast, Mimikyu, Masquerain, and Absol. And we got Rockruff, Marini, Duckleo, Arcanine, Ariyama. We got Makuhita, Fomantis, Alandit. Pretty straightforward. Oh my god, there is some gas back there. It is 2 helpings of gas back there. Y'all see that? Hold on, time out. It's finna get deep. Oh, we get another Passimian EX, so we could do a Passimian deck. We can definitely do a Passimian deck. And we get Lunala! Yes! Remind me, what do you do again? Psychic Connect. During your turn, you may move all energy from one of your bench Psychic Pokemon to your active Pokemon. So wait, it's like Vaporeon. But it says once per turn, so it's almost like Vaporeon, but it's not like you can constantly move it. That makes more sense because it's a basic. If you could just do that. No, it's not a basic. Time out. I forget. This is not a basic. It's a stage 2. This is kind of dog shit. Because Lusakal can do it better. Vaporeon can do it and it's a stage 1. This is kind of dog shit by comparison. Because it does 100 damage. Ooh, I mean, whatever. Oh, man. I mean, 180 damage health is good, but that's not great. That's not great. Vaporeon can do the same thing, but just better. Oh, no. I didn't even notice that. And then this is the last pack. J-Mo, Arcanine, Cosmog, Ruxish, and Guzma. Big boy Guzma. What up, boy? Discard all tool cards attached to each of your opponent's Pokemon. So I guess there's going to be a way to make it so that way, to each of your opponent's Pokemon. So that means literally all of them. Oh my god, this counters Skychu so good. Oh no. Don't like you, Guzma. Yo, I'm going to catch up with you in a bit. Got to get ready. Love what you're doing. Bro, I appreciate you. That's my boy, Joe. Yo, everybody sign out for Joe. Tell him, later, Joe. We appreciate you stopping through, man. We appreciate you stopping through, bro. I'll see you in a little bit. I'll be seeing you in a little bit. In the meantime, in between time, it's time to break down these cards, baby. It's time to break them down. So we go ahead, skip all through that and everything. And let's go ahead. I'm going to move to the screen. Look, look, look. Your boy got production value. Your boy did a little work behind the scenes and everything like that. Oh, I said I got production value and immediately fucked this up. Hold on. Okay. That is not what I'm looking for. Chat, I'm throwing, chat, I'm throwing. Okay. Skip through all of that real quick. And then let's go ahead and let's pull up. Let's get rid of this. Let's put up the browser scene. Aha, look at that. And we got all of the Pokemon here. And then let me go ahead and let's go ahead. Do we have the counter up? Where's the counter? That's what we need. Counter, where are you? Boom, there it is in the bottom right hand corner. So right down here, if you look all the way at the if you look all the way down here, you'll see the counter, bro. You'll see the counter of the W's and the L's, and we're literally about to go through this whole freaking thing. All right, so let's go ahead and let's talk about it. So we got we got Execute and a Alolan Executive. If I'm being honest, if I'm giving these a W or an L, bro, that fucking art is great, though. That art is actually so good. I love the art on both of these. As much as I want to give them a W, though, I hate anything where it's like you flip a coin and this attack does nothing. So I gotta get that one an L. I'm sorry, Execute family. Your art is really funny, but nah, I can't do it. Service Kit, I mean, it's cool. Flip a coin, it does heads, does 20 more damage. I mean, this is a basic line. It's not gonna be doing much on its own. It's cool. And I mean, Masquerain just evolves and it does nothing. 40 damage. I mean, come on. We know What's It Called can do more. You know what I mean? We know Farfetch does more. You know, and it's a basic mon. Or it does the same, but it's a basic mon. So that is going to be an L for me. Maractus. 2 energies for 40 damage. My friend, that is an L. This is 3 L's starting off. I am not liking it so far. We got Karrablast. Karrablast is going to evolve, actually. Now, Karrablast can evolve one or two ways. So, I think we got to go down to Escavalier. So, Escavalier is here. Oh my god, we're going to get some spoilers, but still. Escavalier's here. And then what's the other one? It's a Cellbore, right? Is the Cellbore in this deck? What would it be under? What would a Cellbore be under even? Oh my god, I'm seeing some of the stuff that we missed or didn't get. And oh my god, there's a ton of cool stuff. I guess there's no Cellbore. Unless I missed it or something like that. No, because these are Bulu. Yeah. I guess, chat, I guess there's no Cellbore. So I guess it's only, if I'm only rating these two. I mean, don't get me wrong. I definitely see, like, Escavalier doing some good. Yeah. I would go ahead and say, let's give Escavalier. Well, here's the thing, all right? Like, Escavalier gives some support to, what's it called? Steel type. Why am I just blanking like a motherfucker? It gives some what's it called? Some help and support to Steel type, which is very much needed. I am happy to see that it's getting some love here. Pike does a little bit of damage and everything like that. It's only 50 damage, but I mean, it's also, what's 30 damage plus the 20? It gives more of a chance to do different things with Steel. I feel like I'm trying to talk this way into a W when it's actually an L. You know what I mean? I think I'm trying to talk it to a W and it's not a W. So let me just go ahead and put it where it's not supposed to be. We got Phantom and we got Trevenant, 2 Mons here. Of course, they're not all that great. I think we, oh my God, I hate to give it an L, but I mean, like 80 damage for, 2 grass. I mean, we can do more with Starmie. So that's an L. You know what I mean? We're already at 5 L's, 0 wins, bro. That's not good. Now, Rowlet, interesting card. Rowlet, the Decidueye line is definitely getting a W. There's no way it's not getting a W. This card is so fucking cool, chat. This card is so fucking cool. Decidueye EX, we gotta make that deck. We gotta make that deck, meta or not. Before it becomes meta, we gotta make that deck. This card is so freaking cool. Grubbin on some food, baby. We got him. We got the Vikavolt line. Where is Vikavolt? It's probably electric, right? So it goes Vikavolt or that into Charge Bug, which I mean does 30 damage for 1 energy. That's pretty cool. And it involves in the Vikavolt. Disconnect 70 damage during your opponent's next turn. They can't play any item cards from their hand. Oh my God, that's actually pretty strong. That's pretty strong. I'd give that a W. And that gives another playstyle to Electric that didn't normally exist before. And we're also getting more stuff where it's like different typings going into each other. And I kind of like that. It gives a little more chance to, play around with different strategies, different ideas. Yeah, Grubbin, I'll give that line a W. Fomantis, Lurantis. This is actually a W. This is actually a W. Wait, Petal Blizzard does 1 energy and it does 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. This with Decidueye, chat? This with Decidueye. This with Decidueye is the way you run that. That is a W. That is a great support card for Decidueye. And then you do that with Rare Candy? Oh my God, this might be meta. Damn, that might be meta. Decidueye Lurantis might be meta. We got Morlul and Shiinotic. It flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon can't attack during your opponent's next turn. So I mean, you can do little strats where you can kind of play people out. I like little cheese strats like this because sometimes it's so fun when you win because of it. It's so troll. I'm gonna give it a W. Normally I don't much care for Shiinotic, but I'll give this a W. I'll give this a W. I'll go ahead and give that a W. Let me go ahead and move this around real quick, just so that way I can kind of see if you guys type some stuff. Let me go ahead. That'd be the good streamer thing to do. You know what I mean? Come on, be a good streamer, Kato. Be a good streamer. Bounsweet, Steenie, and we got Serena. Okay, 3-kit combo. Put 3 coins is the 50 for each head. Interesting. Again, I don't like cards that can necessarily give you a chance to miss. So I don't know how much I feel about this, but it's only 1 energy all the way through. Actually, possibly doing 150 damage for only 1 energy is actually kind of good. That's a W. That's a W. Let's see, Wimpod and Golisopod. I'm so excited for this one. I actually want to give this a W right away. I love how they did Wimpod's ability because it said, like, literally, if you have to put this in the front and then you got Pokeball or, something and you find something else, you can immediately switch it out, which is really good. Power up the Golisopod, and it sets up perfectly for Golisopod because you can bring it to the back and then evolve it into Golisopod, get that 3 energy on it, and First Impression. It kind of falls off after that first hit, but if you could keep moving it back and forth, maybe with, I don't know, Leafeon or something along those lines, you would need something along those lines to make this thing move back and forth from the bench. I don't know, but it definitely got me interested and it's got my mind racing a little bit, so that's a W. Dhelmise. I like Dhelmise a lot. It is a basic mon that can anchor people to the ground or, stick people in the one spot, stop people from going anywhere. I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this a W as well. Because it's our first basic mon that does that. I don't know what it would pair well with. Probably something that can do like poison or something like that. That can stick it. Oh, Dhelmise Grafaiai? Dhelmise Grafaiai might be fire. Dhelmise Grafaiai might be gas. We'll keep that in mind, chat. We'll keep that in mind. We'll keep that in mind. W for now. W for now. Tapu Bulu. 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 Why I do that? Why I do that? I didn't mean to go there. Stuck in Tackle. Flip a coin. If it's tails, this Pokemon also does 20 damage to itself. Huh. That's not too bad, chat. That's not too bad. It could be worse. It could be worse. I'll be honest. Wait, because I think I saw that it had alternate art. Let me look at its alternate art down here. That'll be the determining factor. How good is your alternate art? Oh my god, they all are kind of dope. Because they all have this. Oh! Yo, that's kind of sick, actually. Okay, wait. Oh my god, look at all the shinies. Look at all the shinies. Hold on. Oh my god, there's so much stuff that we didn't take into account. Okay, let's just go based off the card. Let's not go based off of the thing. If we're going just based off of the card, because there are so many good arts down there. Oh my god, and I would give W's to all of them. I would give W's to all of them just because of the art. Alright, Stuck in Tackle. I'm going to just say that's a W. I mean, well, how often are you going to use 100 damage? You know what I mean? 3 energy just for 100 damage. How often? It is a basic, though. It is a basic. Keep that in mind. I give it a W. I give it a W. I could see it being used. Arcanine, I don't see being used. 3 energy for 80 damage. Kind of rough. That is an L. Oops, I just gave it 2 L's. Alolan Marowak. Alolan Marowak. So this goes along with the Cubone that we saw earlier. Beat, which is alright. Beat is just a hella funny name. Alolan Marowak. Why do I keep going in? Burning Boomerang. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 70 damage for each head. If at least one of them, alright, is heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. I like that card. I did like that card. I did like it. It was, yeah, it has a chance to do 70 more damage. You does, oh no, it's for each head, so you can miss this. But you do have a chance to burn, and I feel like that makes it better than most other versions. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a W here. All right, real quick, chat. I know normally I go run to the bathroom real quick. I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. Look at all the cards. There's more cards. Keep an eye on the fire types for me real quick. I will be right back. We're gonna break this down from even further. I'll be back. Sure, tell them the story. coffee hit, bro, that coffee hit. And you can't be in the, I gotta make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? I definitely don't want to be caught lacking. Otherwise, this is going to be a messy stream. Alright, let's go back to it. Incineroar. No, where are we at? We're on the Fletchinder line. Okay. So, wait, where did Picky... Wait, no, not Picky Pet. Where's the other bird? Where's the other bird? Is it normal? It might be a normal type. Fletchling. There he is. So, yep, he's a normal type that goes into a fire type. Interesting. So, we got Fletchling, Fletchlinger, and Talonflame. I mean, it is a stage 3. 90 damage isn't bad, but I don't see it really getting used in many decks. You know what I mean? I would say out of all of the things, like, honestly, like, it doesn't have any special ability or anything like that. How often are you going to be using a 120 damage 2-stage Mon? You know what I mean? There are so many better things out there. I gotta give it an L. I gotta give it an L, chat. My bad. But it is what it is. Lit in, Torracat. I didn't even see what Torracat does. 40 damage. This also does 10 damage to itself. Heat tackle, okay. And then Incineroar is getting so many W's. I give this thing 10 W's just on its own. I love Incineroar. I'm so glad they added an EX, and it has 180 HP. This thing might mess around and be broken itself. I don't want you to be meta, so I can play you. Don't be meta, please, Incineroar. Hey, you guys, don't make this card meta just so that I can like it and just so I can play it. Oh my god. Okay, Oricorio. We got Kindle. Discard a random energy from both Pokemon. This is a L. This is a super L. When we come to in this game, energy management or energy is like some of the most important thing in this game. Like having energy and having energy resources. So just discarding random energy from both of you guys, I get it, it hurts them too. But anything that you have to discard the energy from yourself isn't great. That's an L. I'm giving the Oricorio an L. Salazzle. They finally did my boy justice, if you ask me, because he can poison, and burn all at once. I gotta give this a W. He has finally got the glow up that he deserves and that he needs. Or that she needs, I should say, because all Salazzles are girls. Boy Salandits can't evolve. Anyways, yeah, I like Salazzle. That is a big W for me. Turtonator, Fire Spin. Discard fire energy from this month. Kind of like I was talking about before, 90 energy or 90 damage for 3 energy is not great. Discarding energy is not great. 120 damage, not great. That's gotta be a L. That's gotta be L. Sorry, Turt. I like you. I mean, you were my biggest, you were my favorite in the Ninja Turtles. Yeah. Anyways, Alolan Sandshrew and Alolan Sandslash. I kind of like what this is, and I like the fact that it does so much damage, but it only has 100 HP. And I mean, with some of them bigger mons, I mean, yeah, they do like what? It'll be 60 damage in total for 1 energy, but you lose your mon. You know what I mean? More than likely, you'll lose the mon. I think that's an L, bro. I think that's an L. This is the one we missed. Alolan Vulpix. Call forth cold. Take a water energy from your energy zone and attach it to this Pokemon. Interesting. And it evolves into Alolan Ninetales, which it just does Blizzard, which is 60 damage plus 20 to everybody. Again, same thing with like the, what was that? That was giving itself energy. It was a fire type, wasn't it? Or was it a grass type? And all it was doing was, I think it was, I don't know. It was one of these Pokemons where it evolved and all it did was give itself some energy and it just did a little basic move. And I think I gave that an L. Yeah, I'm going to give this one an L too, just because, I mean, like, powering it up just so that it can do a lackluster move is not great. It's kind of boring. So let's go ahead. We'll give that one an L. I love the art, though. I love the art. The art's nice. It's cute. But it's an L. Cloyster. Guard Press. Okay, so it does minus 20 damage. Cloyster. Again, this is probably going to be an L for this line. It doesn't have enough HP to really make use of this guard press. I mean, yeah, minus 20 damage, whatever. It's like a worse version of Golem, but it's only a stage 1. I'm trying to think, would I ever see this in use? Would we ever see Cloyster in use? And I think the answer is no. And I think that means it's an L. I damn near want to give this Lapras a W just because of the art. The art is so freaking good. The art is so freaking good. I wish you had your other ability, though, where you could at least do 90 if you needed to. It does have an extra 10 points rather than the other Lapras, though. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, no, I think that's still an L, bro. I think it's still an L. As much as I like this other Lapras and everything, and it's got some great art, I think the card itself, still an L, bro. I think it's still an L. Let's see, what else next? Popplio, let's see the Popplio line. No way, chat. No way. No way. We got Sing with Popplio, and that art is really nice. I love that. It almost looks like it's in space with bubbles. This art is really good too. Popplio has some really good arts. And then Brionne is here, and all we have is Primarina. There's no Primarina EX, chat. Where's the Primarina EX, chat? That is a super L, chat. Primarina is the only one that got left out? That's so tragic. That's so tragic. Why did they do that? Maybe it'll be something at a later point in time, but I don't know that. That's an L. That is such an L. That is such an L. What the fuck? And then they gave Crabominable EX? Hold on, timeout. You gave Primarina no EX, but you gave Crabominable one? This fucking glue-eating looking motherfucker, you gave him a fucking EX, but you didn't give Primarina one? That's tragic, chat. That's tragic. I damn near want to give this an L by association, but I'm not. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be fair. We'll come back to Crabominable in a second. But Melodious Healing, even though it does 30 damage or heals 30 damage from each of your Pokemon, and that's backline healing too. But I mean, like, even if you had 2 of these, you had to wait and set up like 2 Brionnes, 2 Popplios, but imagine healing 60 damage a turn. Oh my god, I actually don't know if I can give this an L. That's pretty strong, chat. I don't know if I could give this an L. No, I gotta give it an L. It's the only one that's missing one. It's gotta get an L by association, bro. It's gotta get an L, and I think I already gave it the L. But it's gotta get an L by association. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat, but it does. It deserves one. It deserves one. Crabominable, Insatiable Striking. During your next turn, this Pokemon's Insatiable Striking does 40 damage. Wait, no, wait, I just realized what this is. Wait, is this like Overdrive or Over Acceleration for Cyclizar? We actually have one for Cyclizar in this game. Oh my god, holy, for our challenges. That's so good. Wait a minute. During each of your next turns, this Pokemon's Insatiable Striking does 40 more damage. So there's a chance. And it only has 1 energy? Yo, this might be broken. Insatiable Striking with the healing? Imagine you put a ton of healing. Do this with Primarina? Hold on, chat. Hold on. We might be cooking something here. We might have just cooked some shit up. Chat, we might have just cooked some shit up. Hold on. That's so good. Imagine that with constant healing, just non-stop, just healing. Oh my god. Crabominable could be gas, literally. I gotta give it a W. I forgot, let's look at Crabrawler. Yeah, Punch with with colorless energy. Yeah, no, that's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fire. That's a W. I can't wait to get one of those. I can't wait to get 2 of those and experiment with that. That looks super cool. Wishy-Washy. So the Wishy-Washy set. That's another one. I think we pulled 2. Did we pull 2 or no? Either way, School Storm does more damage for each Wishy-Washy. I think we did the math and it was like 150 if you can get all of the Wishy-Washys on the field. Which is kind of cool. I like that. I like that little set. I give it a W. I think it was pretty nice. And we pulled one. Yeah, I think I'd give Wishy-Washy a W. Dewpider and Araquanid. We never got a chance to see what it does. If your opponent Pokemon, active Pokemon, it's a basic Pokemon. This attack does 60 more damage. So we got some counterplay to basic mons. And you know what? I'm going to give that a W. Because there's been a lot of basics going around. This might be a nice little counter, and giving some checks and balances to that is always nice. I'm going to give Araquanid a W, and it has support to it. That's a W as well. Pyukumuku. We saw that it does the innards out thing, does 50 damage to an attacking Pokemon. It's cool, but you're losing a Mon every time. And honestly, 50 damage is a nice little bomb to have them step on. Especially if you throw a Rocky Helmet on it, that brings it up to 70 damage. Actually, that might be good. That might be good. Taking a 70 damage nuke, but you lose a prestige point. The prestige points, just like energies, are so freaking, like, you need those. I'm kind of borderline on this one, chat. I'm kind of borderline. I don't know if this is really trash or not. I think I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna go towards the L side, just because prestige points are so big. And like, you go ahead and do that and say you have an EX in your deck, like that immediately just ruins this for that EX card. You know what I mean? Or I mean, that ruins it. If you lose that EX card, you lose. Yeah, there's only sometimes that you're gonna be able to run this. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give Pyukumuku L for this one. Bruxish. Bruxish looks nice. I love Bruxish. That is definitely an L. I said it looks nice. No one has ever said that about Bruxish ever. It's the worst version of the Bruxish that we got. It's definitely an L. Tapu Fini, we saw this. It's worse than Lapras. That is an L. That is definitely an L. Alolan Raichu, we did not pull one, but we did get one here. Got a Pikachu to go with it, of course. So this is the new Pikachu art. Alolan Raichu does Psychic. It does 30 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. This is Alakazam, but better, and it's electric. This playstyle needed to be, we needed this playstyle for electric. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a W because I love Surfing Raichu. This is pretty dope. Yeah, I'm giving it a W. I'm giving it a W. Alolan Geodude Graveler, we didn't get a chance to see it, but this is what it evolves into. Alolan Golem, Super Zap Cannon, 150 damage, but you have to discard 2 electric energy from this Pokemon. Interesting. Discarding energy is never good, but this could see some play, especially if we get, here's the thing though, like even the only energy generating thing that we really have is Pachirisu EX, right? And that has to be in front in order to throw some energy on Alolan Golem. And then if you swap Alolan Golem in, it's a 4 retreat, you know what I mean? 4 energy retreat cost. How the fuck are you getting this thing out? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to say that's gonna probably be a no for me, and that's gonna be an L. Helioptile and Heliolisk, they brought them back. They were cool and everything. Cool, there's still no energy. That is still an L. I don't see anybody running that. Charjabug and Vikavolt. Yeah, we already did that line, right? So that was cool. Oricorio with Zap. I might give that a W just for the name Zap. Safeguard prevents all damage done to this. Wait, what? Prevents all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's EX, Pokemon EX? Why is this worded so horribly? Hold on. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon EX. So any EX Pokemon can't do damage to this Oricorio? What kind of like freaking drugs is this Oricorio on where it can just tank a punch from a, so wait, time out. So you telling me if a Charizard EX, not this Mon being the only Mon, the second only Mon to be able to survive an attack from a Charizard EX, Oricorio really can do that? That is a W. That is a huge W. Why is this Mon not being talked to? This thing is, what? What? Oh, that's crazy. That is absolute crazy. W. Oricorio, you get a W. Togedemaru, Electro Smash does possibly 50 damage if you hit heads. I mean, yeah, that's an L. I don't like it. Volt Switch Tapu Koko. I'm gonna give this a W. I think I'm gonna probably give everything else of the Tapus that are more than likely gonna be might be a fucking L. But I think the ability to switch between your bench and come back, I think that's so good, especially in some of these, and it's a basic. So you know what I mean? I mean, like, if you set this up with a Shaman Sky, there's probably some real cool stuff you can do with this. So he gets a W. Mr. Mime is back again with Barrier Shove. Flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. And it's 2 energy and it's a double L. I do not think we'll be using that much. Same thing with Sableye. I think that's also an L. I love Sableye. I do not love this art here for him. It's alright. It's okay. It reminds me of old school Pokemon. It's alright. It's an L. I don't know how much we're going to be using that corner ability. It is basic though. If we ever needed it though, that might be kind of interesting. Maybe there's some things that it can go into that I'm not thinking of right now, but I don't know. I mean, like, Sableye, I was going to make our mascot for a long time. That's why it's on the banner. If you go on the Homie, like, main page, it's on our banner. Sableye's there. Yeah, I don't like what they did with it. That's an L for me. Spoink and Grumpit. This was the Mon. This is the Mon where it's charged up its energy and all it did was Zen Headbutt. That's an L. That is definitely an L. If you're gonna have a Mon that can charge up, I want something better. I want something more from it. At least give it a second ability where it can confuse a Mon or something like that. Or the other Mon could paralyze a Mon. You know what I mean? Give it something like that, because it was electric type, right? It was, no, it was water. It was powering it up for that. So yeah, give it an ability. I guess it can do extra damage, sure, but that's not enough. Give it an ability where it can, yeah, paralyze or freeze or whatever. You know, something like that. Lunatone, Moon Press, that is an L. Banette, I'm gonna give this a W. Only because there is some crazy stuff that can be done with this. I know that there's some crazy stuff that can be done with this. Also, the art looks pretty decent. The art looks pretty decent. It looks creepy as fuck. I like it. During the next energy turn, they can't take energy. There's something with this. Maybe with Gengar. Oh, there's something here, chat. There's something here. I'm Wing that. I am Wing that. Oricorio, this is a little basic one. If this was only 1 energy, I'd give this a W. Since it is 2 energy, I am giving this an L. Oh my god. Ghost Oricorio. Spiteful Dance. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an attack during this turn. Oh yeah, this is like Marshadow but for Ghost. I'll give it a W. It's only 1 energy on top of it. It does 80 damage for 1 energy. Marshadow, that's probably a W. That's probably a W Oricorio. Nice kind of gameplay change for Psychic Stare. Could definitely use that. Cutie Flyer with Bombi. Love it. 40 damage, but for a stage 1, no sir, that is an L. We're gonna speed up through these, man, as you can see. Comfey, Flower Shield. Each of the Pokemon that has any psychic energy attached recovers from all special conditions and can't be affected by any special conditions. Like I said, I think this meta, or this whole thing, is bringing special conditions to the forefront. So, that being said, this could be really good. A really good ability that can protect. It's a healer card. It's a healer mon. I'm going to give it a W. I'm going to give it a W. It's a basic. It's a basic with an ability. And it's ability that can consistently help you. This actually nullifies a lot of this special condition stuff. So I'm going to give that a W. Sandygast. Sandygast and Pilosand. Oh, that's all you do, Pilosand? I was hoping for like a Mega Pilosand, or not Mega Pilosand, but a Pilosand EX or something like that. Spooky Shot is for 70 damage. That is not good enough. That is an L. Mimikyu. Shadow Hit. Oh, that's all we're gonna get though. You're no Mimikyu EX. It's a basic. 60 damage. It also has some support to it. But I don't know if it justifies the support. Remind me what Ursasola does again. only because she works directly with Mimikyu. Acerola shoots one Piloswine or Mimikyu that has damage on it, and you can move that damage. So actually, hold on, because with it, okay, so say that's 40 damage. Say it has so little damage, chat, or so little HP. It has so little HP, chat. It's an L, right? It's an L, right? It's definitely an L, bro. I hate to say it. It's definitely an L. It does not do enough damage, bro. It doesn't do enough, or I mean, it doesn't have enough HP for it to do it. When is rank coming back? Stream Fire, by the way. Appreciate you, Ryan. My bad. I should have replied to that. Better streamer would have, but you got me. Now, we're gonna come back to ranked, or when is rank coming back in general? That's a good question. That is a good question. Is it back already? Hold on, I'm going through the thing right now. Let me see. Does it say when rank's coming back? I would love to know. If anybody else in chat knows, let us know. It says results announced. Oh, nice. We're Great Ball rank 3. We were in Great Ball rank 3. Thank you so much. And we got 60 hourglasses. It just says starting soon. We don't know yet. It just says starting soon. Hopefully it'll be soon. All right. That was interesting though. Didn't know that. Energy Arrow for Tapu Lele. I keep freaking doing that. Does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each energy attached to that Pokemon. Whoa! Wait, go back. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. Did I give Mimikyu a L? Did I give him an L or not? Remind me. I don't remember. You think the Lightning Oricorio would change the meta? Bro, the fact that, first of all, the fact that we're moving into a rare candy kind of meta and a lot of the EXs are like 2 stages, yeah, I think it's definitely gonna affect some stuff. The fact that we could just soak damage from that, you could just eat a Charizard hit, bro. Yo, that thing is gonna be really strong. Change the meta is kind of, I don't know, but I can see why not splashing it in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Not even for the attack, but literally just for the ability. Literally just for the ability. I could see it being splashed in, but there's so many cards that can be kind of just splashed in here or there. But because of what the meta is, what it's supposed to be, I definitely think keep an eye out for Oricorio. Especially if we start getting some problems with some of these, yeah, stage 2s, man. Because I imagine rare candy or just EXs in general are going to be running rampant. Tapu Lele, this energy arrow, bro, this looks like it's going to be strong, bro. Yeah, being able to put energy, oh my god, for each of it on there. Yeah, that's a W. That is a W, Tapu Lele. I love it. Clap it up for Tapu Lele, guys. Yay. All right, let's go down the Cosmoem Lunala line. I'm going to start with Lunala. And then we'll do Lunala and we'll do Solgaleo separately, because technically they're 2 separate branching mons. I know normally we'll keep it in the same branch, but this one I feel like specifically because 2 different legendaries, we gotta keep them separate. When it comes to Lunala, also 100% it completely counters Giratina Darkrai. Oh yeah, literally, all those decks pretty much, Oricorio just stands there. like just sitting there with his pom-pom dancing on Giratina's grave, baby. Oh my god, yeah. Bro, you got me excited for freaking, oh my god, wait. It's a basic, right? It's a basic 1 energy retreat. This could go into Skychu. This is how we counter it. This is... Chat, y'all cooking. Y'all are cooking. Y'all are cooking. Cooking, chat. You are cooking. Okay. I gotta get through this. I gotta go to work. Okay, hold on. Lunala. I think this is an L. I hate to say it, but if a Vaporeon is a basic, not basic, but like if a, you know, non-EX Vaporeon does your job better than you do, I'm sorry, that's an L. That is an L. I am sorry, Lunala gets an L. That being said, Solgaleo, as much as I don't like either of these legendaries, being double, stage 2, we are going to be in a stage 2 meta. So, I mean, like I said, with rare candies, I guess it kind of fits. You know what I mean? I think Solgaleo is going to be some power. The ability that it has here, once per turn, you may, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you could switch it with an active Pokemon. I think that's pretty strong. I think that's going to be able to swap, you're going to be able to swap between it. Pretty easy. It only takes 2 energy to retreat. That's not too bad. 120 damage, and it only does 10 damage to itself, and it's only 2 energy. Solgaleo's a W. Solgaleo is definitely a W. I hope Wishiwashi gets some love. Wishiwashi is ridiculous trust. Bro, I hope it is. I hope it is. It looks super dope. Oh my god, we got so many cards to get through still. Let me speed it on up. Necrozma. We might end up getting a Necrozma EX at some point. Prismatic Laser. During your next turn, this Pokemon can attack. Okay, Prismatic Laser. Laser Beam. I mean, it's definitely an L, right? I mean, it's 120 damage. 120 damage there. During your next turn, this Pokemon can attack. I mean, like, literally, it's like Hyper Beam. Yeah, that's an L. That is a super. I thought it said the opponent's Pokemon couldn't attack. Otherwise, I might have gave that a W. That's an L. Cubone. We already did Cubone and Marowak. Makuhita. I'm going to go ahead and give this an L. I don't see, like, what's the octopus one? Graplock. That's what his name is. Graplock. I couldn't remember it. Graplock. If Graplock's not doing that great, I don't think Hariyama's going to do that great. That's going to be an L. Solrock, L. I don't even need to talk about it. Drillbur into, so this is what I wanted to see. Drillbur into Excadrill. It's a 50 damage for, 1 energy, but it's a stage 1. Not great. That's an L. Timber, Girder, and Condoker. Why do I always say that? Conkeldurr. Guts, I want to give you an L just because that is sturdy and not Guts. I really, really want to. But the fact that it can last and it can live a hit even longer, this is a very interesting kind of gameplay here, and I'm all for it. That's a W. Crab Brawler. Oh yeah, we already did Crab Brawler and everything like that. That one was definitely a W. Rockruff, Signs of Evolution. Put a random card that evolves from Rockruff from your deck into your hand. So this thing literally helps you find its evolution. And we can do Lycanroc, light or dark. Okay, so we got Dawn and Dusk. Okay. Or no, Dawn and Midnight, right? Because Dusk is something different. So we got Crunch, flip a coin. If heads, discard a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay, like that. Or Bloodfang. If your opponent's active Pokemon has more remaining HP than this Pokemon, this attack does 50 more damage. I think Midnight is definitely the stronger version. And a chance to do 100 damage at 2 energy is pretty freaking good. It's got low health on top of that. So, I mean, technically, I can see it being lower on a regular basis. And Rockruff can help you search it. Yeah, I think that's a W. Rockruff line is a W. Mudspray. Mudsdale actually looks kind of strong. It's 4 energy. The only thing is it's 4 energy to do what's it called is doing. You know what I didn't take into consideration is 4 energy. And I mean, like, 1 energy with Cranidos is good. 4 energy on Mudsdale is very bad. I gotta get that L. Passimian, I'm giving a W. I can't wait to play with this card. This card looks interesting. It might be pretty rough, but it just depends on what the power is that you put behind there. I know there's some powerful fighting types we just haven't gotten a chance to play around with yet. I think Passimian's gonna be a nice little support card for him, but it is an all or nothing thing. If this dies, you lose 2 prestige points. So whatever's coming in to sweep in the back, it better be good. You better have a powerful fighting type. I'm going to go ahead and give it a W, though. It's interesting. And I mean, it has gameplay. It has staying power. You know what I mean? I could see this being in the meta even further beyond if we get a more powerful fighting type. Minior, Star Drop. This attack does 40 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. For turn. Would I put 2 energy into this? Probably not. No. Let's see. Alolan Rattata. And Alolan Raticate. Scrounge and Scarf kind of seems interesting. I don't know if it's good enough. How often are they going to have just an item? It's not trainer cards, it's items. How often are these guys going to have an item card in their hand? That's kind of hard to play around. +3 energy retreat? Absolutely not. L. Alolan Persian is also an L. I mean, it's 50 damage. Sure, you got Fur Coat, but it's only 100 HP. So, I mean, what you going to do with that, bro? That's an L. Alolan Grimer and Alolan Monk EX. What the hell does that say? Hold on, that is a lot there. Chemical Panic. One special condition. Wait, what? One special condition from among sleep, burn, confuse, paralyzed, and poison is chosen at random, and your opponent's active Pokemon is affected by that special condition. Any special condition already affecting that Pokemon will not be chosen. Whoa! This thing can do anything to your Pokemon. And it's only a 1 stage? Oh, I want to play with that. That is a W. That is a W. I want to play with that. I can't wait to play with that. Oh, this is why the special condition thing. Oh, they are really leaning into special conditions. Absol, Unseen Claw, 20. If your Pokemon is affected by special conditions. So these two together does 60 more damage. Yo, these two together go crazy. Alolan Muck and Absol, expect that to be a deck. Expect that to be a meta deck, and that's a W. That is a W together. Oh my god. Trubbish, what does Garbodor do? Super Poison Breath. Oh my god. You're now poisoned. 70 damage. I mean, yeah, even if it's poison. 3 energy is not great. 120 is not great. Marini. Is Toxic Pets a tank? It is not a tank. Interesting. Flip 4 coins. This attack does 20 damage for each head? That's so lame. You supposed to make this a super tank. This is supposed to be like the first non-stage 2 or stage 1 150, HP kind of mon here. That would have been cold. This Spike Cannon, the attack would have been fine, but if you gave this 150 HP, that would have been so much better. That would have been so much better. Alolan Duck Trio. I actually like this. It kind of reminds me of a better version of the Wormadam. We're going to be playing around with this. This is definitely a W. Can't wait for that one. We already did Excadrill. We already did Scavalier. Klefki. Do you see what that says? It says draw a card. Unlock. Draw a card. So we could splash that in some stuff. It's just Meowth. I get it. It's just Meowth is basic too, though. It's just Meowth with more health. But, I mean, drawing cards is so good, bro. So, yeah, I'll give that a W. We already did Solgaleo. Magearna, Silver Cannon. It does 40 more damage if your opponent has an ability on it. Now, we are getting mons with more abilities. It don't have many right now. We don't have many that has abilities right now. So, I'm going to give this an L4 now. Because, I mean, it's only 80 damage for 2, energy in a very specific circumstance. And it's kind of hard to play around that, so that's going to be an L here. Drampa's getting a W. I'm sorry. I get one, chat. I get one. I get one to give a W for the art. Look at this art, too. This art is sick, too. If any of your buttons that damage on it, it does 50 more damage. I mean, 70 damage is pretty good in itself. And it's a dragon that can actually do something. This is it. I got to give it to Drampa. I got to give Drampa. I mean, it is what it is, right? I got to give Drampa a W. I do. But I could give Kommo an L. I could give Kommo an L. This is another dragon that we can't use, really. Playing scales, and all of a sudden, you're going to lose 30 more damage to you all of a sudden just for what? If you're able to get this, you should give me 130 damage, bro. For free. For free, bro. For free. Without actually having to take 30 more damage. If I gotta go through all of this to make this goddamn thing work, that's definitely you gotta give me something, bro. L. Tauros. Rising Lunge. You can do 50 more damage. Yeah, I wouldn't put energy into this. It's only 100 HP too. That's an L. This Delcatty, I gotta see how powerful this is. This is gonna be a W until I figure out what exactly this means by attaching colorless energy. If colorless energy is just like a wild card, that's gonna be crazy. I'm sorry, I screamed so directly into your ear. I am so sorry, Jack. That is gonna be crazy. If colorless is just wild card, or if it just means that you could only use it for the spots that say colorless, that doesn't make it as great. So I don't know where to put it right now. But I mean, I feel like I'll just put it on W for now. Fletchling, we already went through that. Hawlucha, Justified Press. Strong against dark types. Dark types are not prevalent in the meta, right? What am I talking about? Darkrai. Hello. Hello. Yeah, it's not, I mean, it is prevalent, but I mean, are you really running Hawlucha though, hoping that you're fighting the Darkrai though? It's very, again, you know, it's dependent on what your opponent plays, and you can't, you know, prepare for that. So, with that being said, I gotta give this an L right now. It is what it is. If they had something like a side deck like they have in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can splash cards in between sets, maybe Hawlucha would be good for that, a side deck kind of card, but nah, not for this. We got Pikipek, Trumbeak, and Toucannon. 70 damage for 1 energy. Even though it's 2 stages, 70 damage for 1 energy is kind of good. 140 damage, that's capable, you know what I mean? You can put literally a cape on it. Yeah, I'll give it a W. I'll give it a W. I kind of feel like this is decent little normal line here. It could be worse. Gumshoes definitely gets an L. Definitely gets an L. 50 damage for 2 star. Come on, bro. What are you doing? Stuffle, 60 damage, and you gotta do 3 energy? What does Beware do? Tantrum. This Pokemon is now confused. 130 damage, that's an L. I'm sorry, Beware. That's a super L. That's a super L. Sorry what they did to you, my friend. Oranguru, Primate's Trap. During your opponent's next turn, attacks used by the defending Pokemon cost 1 more energy, colorless energy. And it's a retreat costs 1 more energy. Wait, stop. What? During your opponent's next turn, attacks used by the defending Pokemon cost 1 more. And so you can literally make this thing, yo, that's actually kind of strong. Oh, that's so interesting. What an interesting card. I like that. Oranguru. I'm going to give that a W. That is such an interesting card. I don't know exactly when you would use this, but I mean, maybe with Banette or something like that, with stuff that's already affecting energy. Maybe with, what's his name? If we set up Porygon, you know what I mean? Maybe something like that. That could be interesting. Komala with the Comatose is definitely an L. Big Sleeper, baby. Big Sleeper. I love you, Big Sleeper, but no. Anytime you put an energy, I go to sleep. Nah, I'm good. I mean, it's not worth it at all. Big Malasala. Okay, now we're getting into trainers. And then we can just look at some arts, bro. I just want to see the arts for the end. We're not going to vote on the arts. But, I mean, I will just see the arts for the end. Actually, we will. We'll vote on it. If I like the art, I'll give it a W. If I don't like the art, I'll give it an L. I feel like that's going to skew the vote so much, though. I feel like it's going to skew. But that's the whole point, right? That's the whole point of having the arts, right? So that way, I mean, the full arts is for the art, right? So I think we do that. I think we do go W and L for each of them. Rapid fire, quick succession. Fishing net. Or, okay, heal damage and removal of special condition with Big Malasala. I mean, when you have Nurse Joy, I mean, I don't see why you would do that. So, I mean, that's an L. That's just a worse Nurse Joy. Fishing net. Put a basic water Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. Interesting. Some more water support. That's a W. Rare Candy. Choose one of your basic Pokemon and play. Oh, why am I reading Rare Candy? We know what Rare Candy does. It's going to help us, you know, power it up. This is going to be a meta changer. This is obviously a W. And it's so much better. Oh my god, it's so much better for Stage 2 Evolution. Roll time decks, look at the top card of your deck. Then you may shuffle your deck. This kind of helps with going through your deck a little bit. Helps thin the deck out a little bit as well. It's alright. I'd give it a W just because we don't have a card necessarily that's 100% like this. how often are you gonna run it? I don't know, but it can have its uses, so I will give it a W. Poison Barb. If the Pokemon this card is attached to, if the Pokemon this card is attached to is your active Pokemon and is damaged by an attack from a Pokemon, the attacking Pokemon is now poisoned. Interesting. That's an interesting tool. I like that tool. Poison Barb, definitely W. Leaf Cape, it kind of some more stuff for grass. We saw that gets an extra 30. I like that. That's a W. Acerola. Because Pilot Sand and Mimikyu don't do diddly nothing, diddly squat, I gotta give Acerola an L, bro. I gotta give Acerola an L. And we just pulled 2 Acerolas too. That's so sad. We just pulled a trainer for Acerola. We just pulled the shiny trainer, and that's so sad. Lima, what's it called? We saw that, puts the Ormo energy, can bring him on back for colorless. I think that's going to be interesting. I'll give it a W. Budding Expeditioner is pretty good, so being able to do that for any normal type could be kind of interesting. Imagine doing it with a Snorlax maybe or something like that. I don't know. We'd have to figure it out. Kiwi. A Alolan Marowak or Turtonator, take 2 energy from your energy zone and attach it to that Pokemon. And then your turn ends. Interesting. Actually, that's not bad. For Alolan Marowak, I'm going to give that a W. That actually makes Alolan Marowak way more playable. I kind of like that. Guzma. Okay, discard all Pokemon tools attached to each of your opponent's Pokemon. That's very situational. I'm going to give it an L because it's situational. Lana, Araquanid. Now we know what Araquanid does. You know, switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. Wait, remind me again what Araquanid, I just said I know what Araquanid does. Remind me what it does. Active Pokemon is basic Pokemon. So wait, hold on. So you can choose, can you choose? I think if you can choose which one you do and it's a basic Pokemon, Lana is a W. If you can choose, and I think this says, it doesn't say at random, so I think you can choose. Yeah, that's a W. Fossilies. During this turn, attacks against your Alolan Golem, Vikavolt, or Togedemaru do plus 30 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Hold on, let me see. So plus 30, that's gonna be, Togedemaru is gonna do 80. That would be pretty good. That's 100. That's pretty good. And who else? Alolan Golem. That's 180. Actually, that's pretty strong. 180 hit is actually really, really, really good. So Fossilies actually makes those cards a lot better. Oh my God, there are so many of these. I don't think we're gonna go through, like, we'll look at the arts, but I don't want it to influence it that much. Some of those are cute. Okay, hold on. Last 2. We got Malo. Oh, W for Fossilies. We got Malo here. Heal all damage from your Shiinotic or Serena. If you do, discard all energy from that Pokemon. And then let's see, what did Serena and Shiinotic do again? Because you kind of need, okay, you only need 2 energy from that and 1 energy from Serena. Actually, that's not bad at all. Healing all that and getting you only 1 energy to bring Serena back, that's a W. I'll give that a W for Malo. I'll give that a W for Malo. Maybe a Serena deck in the future. And then Lily, 60 damage for your stage 2s, or 60 healing for your stage 2s. I gotta give this a W. Because the main art is so good too. But I gotta give this a W for the simple fact that, again, we are moving into a stage 2 meta. Chat, we are moving into a stage 2 meta. This is definitely gonna be strong. Healing 60 damage off of a Mon is ridiculous. Yeah, I would do it. I would do it. All right, let's do it. Let's go rapid fire into this real quick. You guys seen how I feel about everything. I might as well go ahead through the art. That art is so good. The problem with this is I'm gonna go W's on all of this. And that's why I don't want it to sway the vote, because I think all of these are so freaking good. Now, I can't do it because it'll just sway the vote too much. We just have W's all the way through. So, with that being said, this is, I think, where we're gonna leave it at now. Technically, according to this, 44 to 49, we got 49 mons that were, or 49 sets that were L, and then we got 44 that were a W. I would say out of everything here, the set to me in general is a W. Typically you have more cards that are worse in a set than you have that are good in a set, you know what I mean? So for it to be pretty close to even, I'm gonna say that overall, the set is a W. It shouldn't be that high, you know what I mean? I expected a little more of a, you know, between, or you know what I mean, more of an L to W deficit, with L being on the higher side. But the fact that it's pretty even, that says a lot about this set. I like where they're going with special conditions. I love some of the artwork here. Ah, man, it's good. It's good. I think this is definitely a W set. In my opinion, even though it doesn't have more L's than W, I think this is a definite W set. So clap it up, everybody. Celestial Guardians. Everybody clap it up for Celestial Guardians. Now let's look at some more mons and let's look at some more art real quick. Because, oh my God, the more little, that looks so good. That looks so good. Alolan Exeggutor with the little tail eating. It's so derpy looking. I love it. I love Serena's. Oh my God, she looks so badass. She looks badass. I love that color. The color scheme, the pink and the purple coming together with the palm trees in the back, that goes crazy. I love what they did with the Tapus. Tapu Bulu, Tapu Lele. Oh my God, with the almost like, not stained glass, but the etchings in the back of them. That's so good. Tapu Fini, Tapu Lele. Where's Tapu Koko? Where's Tapu Koko at? There he is, Tapu Koko. Oh my God, yeah, all of these go stupid crazy. Marowak, I thought this was really, really nice. Turtonator, look at that. Look at the shell about to erupt with fire. Yo, that looks so good. Oricorio is cracking me. It's like, nah, 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 nah. Yo, we're putting 2 of these in Skychu. We're putting 2 of these in Skychu and running it and seeing what that does, bro. Oh my God. Oh, look at this skin. Oh, I mean, skin. Look at this card. That is so cute. I love that. Pyukumuku looks good. I like, I mean, it's just a nice day at the beach. Beautyfly, oh, that's so nice. Imagine how much time it took for that illustration. Oh, look at the little Morlo in the corner. I didn't even notice that. That's so good. Little Comfey action up there with the in between the sun, or got the sun inside of its body. That's pretty nice. We got a little Sandy Gas action and everything like that. The Rockruff. Oh my God, the color on that Rockruff goes so good. Oh my God, it goes so crazy. Oh, the day to the night just goes so stupid hard. Oh, that goes so dumb. That goes so crazy. That color scheme. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, look at the little puppy, man. I wouldn't mind having a little pet Rockruff. Same thing with Cosmog. Cosmog looks so cute. Cosmog looks so cute. Mudsdale looks so dope. That's a nice little one. A little Western action going on. That actually fits perfectly. All of these little areas, I would just love to be and just go outside and just lay in the grass on a day that looks like that. Oh my God, I can imagine. I can smell it, Jack. And it smells so good, bro. I can smell it. That's how good it is. Oh, the Meteor one looks dope. Oh my God. Some of these, yeah, I would have instantly, all of this would have been W. They got her little cleaning up the thing. She's dusting the bookshelf and everything. All of these kind of look like they could take place in the same house. Between this one, the Delcatty one, or not the Delcatty, what is the one? God, what's the name of that cat? Oh my God, it's not Delcatty. From the other set. Glameow. Glameow, Garchomp, all of that stuff look like it could take place in the same house. I wonder if there's something to that. Trampas look so amazing. That might be the card of the set for me. That might be the art of the set for me. Oh my God. And then Picky Peck, this was so comforting. I love that we got this. That was so good. Oh my God, I love the color scheme on Beware. For some reason, it reminds me of Iono. I don't know why, but it does. We got Kamala here. She's so sleepy girl. Sleepy girl. Decidueye. I can't believe that they gave Incineroar Decidueye one, but no Primarina. That's crazy. And then we got all these arts, the 2-star arts and everything. I can't wait to pull the Crabominable. Wishy-Washy. I think we got 2 of them. I can't wait to make a deck out of that. We need a Alolan Raichu. I want to test that out a little bit. We'll see how that does and everything. Can't wait to play with Passimian. We need a Alolan Muck. I can't wait to mess around with that. Lunala looks dope and everything like that. And Solgaleo, big boy. I love him. Oh my god, look at that. Okay, hold on. We already got the Acerola. That's cool. These are all pretty good. Kiwi, I like his. Saphosilies, he looks like he's up to some shit. Yeah, that's good. Decidueye goes so stupid dumb. That goes so stupid crazy. Delmont's just hiding in the grass. That's cool, that's cool. Oh my god, dude. He's dropping the elbow, bro. I need that card. I need that card. We're making that deck. I don't give a fuck. We're making that deck. If it's meta or not, I'm making that deck. We don't give a fuck. Yes, Wishy-Washy looking like big boy. Oh my god, and they got a little derby. Alright, I'm Crabominable. Hello. Alright, how you guys doing? Lunala, that looks dope. We saw the Alolan Raichu already. That's pretty dope. And then we got Passimian helping out the other Passimians. Look at them. A bunch of little Mojo Jojos. And then we got Alolan Muck. That's pretty cool. And then we got Solgaleo. I like how his body is all a part of the card, basically. It's rainbow like the card. That makes so much sense. And then Solgaleo. Between these two, oh, they go together. All the cards go together. That's so sick. That's so sick. And then Guzma gets a big one. Really? Guzma gets a big one and Lily gets a big one. I guess. And we got some shinies. I love the shinies. We got shiny Bulbasaur through Venusaur. We got shiny Blastoise set. Love that there. We got Execute. We got Executor. Oh, Shiny Star, you look so good. And Shiny Starmie looks so good too, bro. Oh my god. We got Ghastlies and Haunters and everything. We got Machop. We got the Machamp series. We got Marowak. We got Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff. Oh my god. We got shiny Venusaur EX and shiny Blastoise EX. Yo, wait. We got shiny Gengar EX and Machamp EX and Marowak EX and Wigglytuff EX. Oh my god, I can't stop talking. And we, of course, get the Do-Go cards of the big boys. Executor EX. Yo, there's shinies of all of these, chat. Yo, big W for this set. Yo, clap it up for this set, baby. Thank you guys so much. This was a ton of fun, baby. This was so much fun. I had a ball, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, I gotta get out of here. Hey, don't forget, if you like it, then like it and subscribe for more. We'll be back tomorrow because we're gonna be playing some of these decks. I'm gonna make some decks off screen. We're gonna come back and we'll be doing some decks from the new set and everything. From that being said, we might do some challenges. I don't know if we're gonna do challenges. We're gonna mostly be focusing on playing the new set and just enjoying that. So from then, until then, thank you guys for coming. My name is Kato, your Pokemon homie, baby. Peace, love, mwah, mwah, mwah. Later. I love it. And it went with the music.